We've always had some great adventures with these little characters ever since our childhood. Here's your look today at the Just Play Nickelodeon Rugrats set of figures. It's geeking time. So I picked this up. This is really cool. I got a set of all 5 characters from Rugrats. Although Susie's missing, I don't know why, but anyways. Angelica, Tommy, Chucky, Phil, Lil. I thought this was so cool when I saw this. I was like, I need to grab this. So I'm probably going to take this out of the package and display them on a shelf. I'm just not sure when, because I think the background here, I'm going to keep it as well when I display them. I'm just going to put like a little base so they can stand. So I thought that was really neat. I love Rugrats. That was part of my childhood. I used to watch it all the time. Well, hello everyone. So I scoured my YouTube channel and I thought to myself, hey, I have definitely reviewed these little figures of Just Play's Nickelodeon Rugrats minifigures. I definitely reviewed them before. I know I did. I even reviewed the Rugrats DVDs, seasons 1 and 2 that you see in the back. I definitely did. No, I really did not. What I did was I showed you off when I picked up these figures for the first time. And then when I did a DVD haul, like a huge video on DVDs and movies that I picked up, I showed off those 2 seasons, but I had never actually got around to reviewing these things. So I was sitting down and I was watching a video of Spot, of all videos, because apparently I like to watch Spot's videos. I like to watch Spoonie. Those are the ones I like to watch the most. And I watched an unboxing he did of Nickelodeon Rugrats figures, mystery blind boxes. And I thought to myself, oh yeah, I remember I did a Rugrats video on my channel, and I didn't. I really didn't. So I thought to myself, yeah, let's take a look at them today. All right, there's a reason why Angelica is laying down on the ground. So I am trying to stand her up. It seems that on a really smooth surface, she will stand up. I had her standing up pretty fine on the rotating platform, but I think that's because she was hooked on to Chucky a little bit. Let's see if I can get her standing up. See, now I'm not making Chucky fall. And see, that's the problem sometimes with these little figures. See, like they did. We'll get into that in a moment with how they look, the figures, but. Yeah, you got to kind of like feng shui a little bit. There we go. Let's get her standing up like that. So, of course, here is the look at all the characters. These were in a box set, and these were all the characters that came inside the set. There was no Spike. There was no Susie Carmichael, which, you know, Susie was my wife's favorite. So they didn't have her in the pack. So I thought it would have been kind of cool to maybe at least have, you know, Spike and Susie and maybe even Dill, Tommy's younger brother, in that pack, or maybe even Kimmy, because at one point we've got Kimmy, who Chaz, Chucky's father, marries another woman, and they introduce the character of Kimmy. Before we take a look, however, at these little tiny figures, I'm going to do a little something extra in this video. We're doing a double review today. We're going to take a look also at the DVDs, the TV season DVDs of Rugrats. Now, there are, I think the whole entire series at this point has been released, but me personally, I only have seasons 1 and season 2, and I do like the fact that they put Tommy and Chucky on the cover, so that's pretty neat. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that first, and then we'll look at the figures themselves. And then I got Rugrats, the complete first season. Nothing special about the discs, no special features. So that's Rugrats season 1. And then I got Rugrats season 2. Kind of almost look alike, he and I. Chucky on the cover. Same thing on the inside. There's your episode guide on the back. Love Rugrats, great show. All right. So, here is your first season. This was released, when was this released? 2017. So this was released 7 years ago. My gosh, when I first started my channel. Season 1, This Must Be Your Lucky Day. 25 episodes of Rugrats, the classic Nickelodeon series, in one 2-disc collection. Join the hunt for Grandpa's dentures, explore Stu's mysterious workshop, and cheer on contestant Tommy, that's right, in the Little Miss Lovely contest, don't ask. Those adventures and more, and over 20 more, boldly go where no baby has ever gone before, and you're along for the ride. So you do get the full first season on here. The only thing is there's no special features, just full screen format, English stereo. Yeah, no special features. This is a runtime of 316 minutes in total, because Stone Cold Steve Austin, 316, right? He's synonymous with Rugrats. Tommy is bald. Tommy could be Stone Cold. You never know. He could be the baby Stone Cold. Here's all the episodes in disc 1. Obviously, the classic Tommy's First Birthday. And of course, one that I have to watch every year at Christmas. Is it on here? Is it on here? Maybe it's not here. If it's not on here, then it's on the next season. But yeah, that's the first season. You get a nice embossed photo. Not embossed, yeah. An embossed photo of Tommy. Season 1 is embossed, and the Rugrats logo is embossed as well. It is, in fact, a 2-disc set, a slipcover. And then same thing on the interior. And then you get these 2 discs right here. They're just plain gray discs. I never really intended to review these DVDs, but I figured since we're taking a look at the figures, we can go ahead and take a look at the DVDs along with these figures. And of course, to go along with season 1, which here in Canada, I think on Amazon, there's only like seasons 4. Again, there goes Angelica falling. We only have season 4 and 5, so I do plan on getting those as well to complete the collection. But again, a nice embossed cover right here of Chucky, Rugrats Season 2. This time it's a 4-disc set. When was this released? In 2017 as well. The runtime in total is 657 minutes here. Again, no special features. Full screen format, English stereo. Season 2. The toast is clear for 4 discs of over 10 hours of nonstop Rugrats adventures in Season 2 of the hit Nickelodeon show, featuring fan fave episodes Reptar on Ice, Visitors from Outer Space, The Big Flush, and 2/3 Air. So man your paddle stations and prepare to laugh along on your trip down memory lane with Tommy, Angelica, Chucky, and the rest of the Rugrats. Yeah, definitely a trip down memory lane. Breaking down, here's disc 1, there's disc 2, disc 3, and then finally disc 4. That's right here. Every Christmas, Vanessa and I, we watch the Santa Experience. Love that Christmas special. We even watched it this year for Christmas. It's just so funny. It's one of the better Christmas specials. So there you go. Same thing on the inside. And this time you got 4, count them out, 4 gray discs. Just plain gray discs. Kind of like the Ninja Turtles set, because Paramount only puts out these gray discs. They don't like to take time to print on the discs, apparently. Let's get Angelica. Can we get Angelica to stand back up for now? Clip her. Come on, clip her back onto Chucky. If you're not going to stand, Angelica. Usually when I put her out on display, I usually have some sticky tack on her. Well, it seems I got her standing up on Phil, so she's just leaning on Phil right now. So, well, that's going to be good for now. Now that we've taken a look at the two DVDs, the first season and the second season, now let's finally get into looking at the figures themselves. Before we do so, let's take a quick break. Quick little break. Once we come back, we'll take a look at all 5 of these figures.
When Tommy talks, everybody listens.
A baby's gotta do what a baby's gotta do.
You don't want to miss it when Tommy talks.
We can play jump on Spike.
Grab old Spike, he's the greatest pup. Give him a hug and his ears go up.
Always be the bestest friends.
Says 1,000 things.
Let's get some cookies.
Oh, he's never said that before.
I get right to it. Drop what I'm doing.
That was fun.
When Talking Tommy talks. Nickelodeon Talking Tommy and the Rugrats Friends, sold separately.
All right, so now that we're back, we're going to take a look at these little tiny characters right here. Fair warning, there is nothing to them. They are just little tiny staction figures, so there's no posability whatsoever. We'll go ahead and take a look at them, and we'll see the sculpt, the design, what they look like. We'll also see how tall they stand and everything. I figured I should remove the DVDs from the behind, because we're going to be taking a look at each little character here. So, to start off, let's grab the measuring tape. Let's see how tall each character is. So Chucky stands a little over 2 inches. I can never get that in centimeters. You know, me and my centimeters, that's a little over 100. That's about 150 centimeters. Tommy is just at the 2-inch mark. So again, we'll be 150 centimeters. Lil as well. Phil, however, is about 1.5 inches. So if we take a look in centimeters for Phil, he is just under 150 centimeters. And Angelica's probably going to be the tallest. She's at about 2.5 inches. And I don't think I mentioned that these came to us from the toy company Just Play. There was also bigger figures that were released from these. There was a Chucky figure. There was also a Tommy figure and an Angelica figure, all bigger, larger scale format. I believe that I found these specific ones at Walmart back in 2017. They were on clearance, and I think I paid $5 for them on clearance. I'm not sure what the original price was for these, but they also had the gigantic ones. They were on clearance for $10, so they must have been a little bit more before they went on clearance. And I didn't see them at any other Walmarts because I want to go back and get the gigantic figures, but it was just one specific Walmart that I found them at, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to grab them. Okay, so to start off, let's take a look at Angelica here. Angelica with her such angelic face, smile. Actually, the sculpting on her is quite nice. I'm just trying to bring my light in a little bit better. The sculpt on her face is really nice. It looks very much like the cartoon. So you got her smile, the pigtails there. She's got that devious face, but she's got her hands like, I didn't do nothing. The sculpting is really nice on her. And underneath here, it's just a flat surface. So like I said, she doesn't really stand very well. And it does say it down here, copyright 2017. I used to have these in package and I was planning on unboxing them, but I don't know. There was a time, the dark ages of my channel, where I had a whole year of not doing videos. So I want to get them on display, so I unboxed them. So, but even the detailing on the pants with the polka dots that she had, even her shoes look really nice. And then the hair looks good too. So there's Angelica. I'm just going to put her down because we have a couple of others to look at, and I don't want them to all topple over. I don't want her to topple over, sorry. Next, we're going to have a look at Phil. Phil. He's got his tongue sticking out. He's looking to the side. I love that they got his hair down packed too. And again, the sculpt on these things are really nice. They look like they jumped out of the cartoon. So really nice detailing on Phil. Yeah, there you go. As you can see right here, 2017, Just Play. Klasky Supo, who did the cartoon. But they detailed him even like with his down to his little ducky on his outfit. Really nice looking. So there you go, is Phil. Can't have Phil and not show off Lil. Lil's holding a whole bunch of worms in her hand. I thought that, you know what, when I first got this, I thought they were sausages in her hands. But no, these are worms, and I'm realizing now, wait a minute. It's a worm. It's not his tongue sticking out after all these years. Oh, it's a worm that Phil is eating. Lil is supplying the worms, Phil is eating them. So there you go, we got Lil. Now she's looking to the other opposite direction of Phil. So like this, they can be like, hey, look at me, I got the worms. Thank you, Lillian, I'm eating the worms. And they're looking each way because they don't want people to know what they're doing. Oh, Phil and Lil, they were hilarious. Yeah, so she comes with her little bow. So basically she's the same as Phil, but the female version, just that you got a little bow on here. She looks good too, Lil. She got the little ducky as well. Like I said, it got the worms that it comes with. She comes with the worms. And unlike Phil, she's got the pink shoes. Very nicely detailed and sculpted as well. I don't like this on the back of each character. On Angelica, it's fine, but they could have I don't know. I don't like that when they feel the need to stamp the back of the figures. Well, at least it's not as bad as that 3D animated Rugrats TV series. Have you seen that series? Have you seen it? I've seen the first episode. I never really watched the rest of it because for me, Rugrats stays in the 90s as the cartoon. You know what? Let's take a look at Chucky next. Here's Chucky, and I like the textured herring. The textured hair looks so great. Like, this stuff is pretty solid. It's pretty tough. And again, looks just like Chucky from the cartoon. You got his little freckles, his signature purple glasses, his buck teeth, his signature outfit with the Planet t-shirt, which I've always wanted to get myself as an adult. I've always wanted this Chucky t-shirt. His shorts painted nicely in his red shoes. And he's in a pose like, hey, Tommy, I may want to go on an adventure with you, but I don't. I really don't. On the back, too, he's got his printing here, but it still looks, at least they took the time. They went all the way around, and they detailed the whole figure from the top, from the front to the back. And just like Phil and Angelica, smooth bottom. So he stands fairly nicely. And then there's the leader of the group. You've got Tommy Pickles with his ball. ball that I've always had. I think, wasn't there a line on the ball? I could be very wrong, but I thought there was a line on his ball. Again, super nice sculpt with his little liver spots on the side of his head. Liver spots, freckles. What do you call those? What do you want to call those? The ears look nice, and again, the face looks great. The sculpt on these figures look fantastic. I think Chucky, to me, Chucky's probably my favorite out of all three, out of all this whole set. Second closest, Tommy. And Tommy with his iconic blue shirt, his diaper, his feet are posed inward because that's how Tommy walked. But like I said, I could be wrong. I thought there was a stripe on his ball, but at least he's holding his iconic ball with him too. And on the back, he's just like that. And his feet underneath, very, again, smooth. So he too stands very nicely. I mean, all in all, these figures are really nice looking. If you put these together, let me see if I can just zoom in a little more because I want you guys to see this up close. If you take a look at them closely and you take a look at them all together, they look great. And they look like, honestly, come on, Angelica. They look like they came right out of... So yeah, when you put them next to and all together like this, they literally look like they jumped out of the cartoon. They looked fantastic. The only thing that I have an issue with is the Angelica figure. The Angelica figure does not want to stand up. So like, look, if you like, we'll show you again. Look, see if you want to stand her down, stand her up, and look, she's gonna topple everybody over. I know that when I had her on the rotating platform just before, she was standing up properly, but that's because that was an extremely smooth surface. But I was finding myself, even displaying her in my home, I was finding myself having issues even displaying her on an extra smooth surface where I had to put some sticky tack on her foot just to hold her up. So that's my only real, dislike when it comes to these figures. Tommy too, sometimes he'll topple over. Chucky, Lil, Phil, obviously they're going to stay because they seem to have more solid feet. But Tommy and Angelica more with the smaller feet, and the fact that Angelica's foot is arched like it is, she's going to be able, like you saw, she's going to topple over a lot, especially with the fact that she's not top heavy, but she's got a lot more going on up here, especially with the fact with the pigtails. So beware that if you do find these figures and you want to put Angelica, like you want to get them out of the box and put them on display, just beware that Angelica will be falling over quite frequently in that case. But apart from that, the sculpts are great. The designs look great. These figures just look beautiful in general. I'm super happy with these things. For figures that came out in 2017 that I think were more of the lower end scale, like I said, they are just fantastic looking. And I do think that if you can go ahead and seek these out, I think it would be a good idea to go seek these out for your collection.
It's a big deal.
The big deal is critics are raving over Rugrats. 6-month-old Timmy Little Twerp Tommy Suckle of the Toddler Times seems to think so. He cries,
Wow.
wow is right, Phil and Lil. Sue Little Poo-Poo, Melonville of Newborn News screams,
It sounds okay.
not just okay, Billy Bob Jr. balls out. Rugrats, today at 5. Keep it weird. On YTV.
So, since these figures did come out in 2017, and these DVD sets came out in 2017, I beg the question, have you picked these up for yourselves? Have you found these little Rugrats figures by Just Play? And if you did, do you like them? I think, like I said, they are neat little figures, especially if you love Rugrats. These are great little miniatures to put on display. Would I think that it would be cool to have Rugrats figures all over the place? No, I don't. Maybe those big ones that I was talking about, okay, yes, I was looking for them, but I think that might have been a little excessive. I'm very happy with these little small ones right here. These are beautiful and they accurately represent the cartoon characters themselves. Like I said, they look like they just jumped out of the TV screen and right into your collection. Same thing for the DVDs, the seasons. Did you collect the seasons? I know that now, especially at Walmart, there's the complete series collection that Nickelodeon, for some reason, they like to put all their previous released DVDs and smash them together in a box set and call it the complete series, like with the Ninja Turtles complete series from the 2012 series. So I'm assuming it's the same thing with these two here, that they just smashed these two with the other releases that they put out. Have you picked that up for yourself? Have you taken a look at, like I said, With these figures here, if you did pick them up, did you seek out also the big ones that they had? I went back to find them and I thought to myself, you know what, it's a little excessive with the big ones, so I'm happy with these. Again, I go back to my pet peeve, however, is that I think it was a missed opportunity to maybe have 2 packs of these. The core pack right here with the core babies, you know, Phil, Lil, Angelica, Chucky, and Tommy. But then maybe go back and do another pack of Susie Carmichael, Spike, Dill, Kimmy, Chucky's sister. I think that would have been really cool to have those 2 sets, because apart from the core 5 here babies that you see, you also had them part of the cast, you know, part of the characters for a very long time as well. But nonetheless, these are wonderful little figures for just little tiny staction figures that you can't move. These are beautiful little pieces to put on display. I think that any Rugrats fan would absolutely be happy having these on display. I know for a fact that my wife and I, we love Rugrats. It's one of our favorite cartoons from our childhood. Like I said, we watch the Santa Experience every holiday season, and I also try to watch the Candy Park Creep Show for Halloween every year as well. So I like to play Rugrats, and you know what? Once in a while, I always dabble in putting on the seasons on TV when there's nothing else to do, and it just kicks us in the nostalgia. So when I got these, my wife encouraged me to get them, especially the fact that they were $5 back in 2017, and it's a great little set to put on display. All right. With that being said, thank you so much for sticking around and watching this whole entire video, if you did, like you always do. I mean, if you guys watched the whole thing, I appreciate it. If you didn't, well, okay, you left at a part that you want to leave at. That's okay too. But I appreciate each and every one of you guys watching my videos, and like you always do, if you are brand new to my channel, however, because you like Nickelodeon cartoons, you love nostalgic cartoons, you love Rugrats, well then please and thank you, subscribe to my channel. For all of you, click that bell. Click the bell to be notified whenever I got some brand new content out. Literally the best way to find out when my uploads are. I've said it before, I upload Tuesdays and Fridays. So hit the thumbs up if you did like this. You know, just put a thumb. And comment down below. Let's talk all things retro cartoons, Nickelodeon cartoons, Rugrats down below in the comments. Let's have fun talking all that stuff. I'll be back again soon with some more content. I want to take a little break and do something fun because, like I said, Mandela effect. Actually, no, I didn't say that. It was a Mandela effect. I really thought that I did this before. So here we are. We're finally doing it. But yes, I'll be back again soon. Stay cool. Stay nerdy. Keep hunting. Keep collecting. Keep going on those adventures. And as always, it's cool if it's nerd cool. Laters.